We're out on court today to test the Wilson Rush Pro 4.5. Let's get warmed up. It's been a while since I've worn a Wilson Rush Pro, so came into this play test with a pretty fresh perspective. As soon as I put my feet into these shoes, I noticed they had a snug but not very uncomfortable fit, or I should say not uncomfortable at all fit for my wider feet. I really liked the flexibility of the uppers, and these shoes took no break-in time for me whatsoever to feel comfortable moving around on the court. I really did enjoy the cushioning of these shoes, and I also thought that the uppers breathed well. Even though I was wearing the black cosmetic of these shoes, even in warmer conditions outdoors, I didn't feel like my feet were getting too hot while I was playing on court. For traction, I thought the shoes offered a little bit more grip than slip, but I never felt unsure or stuck to the court. For me, as the play test wore on, the shoes did loosen up a little bit in the uppers, so I was getting a little bit of movement as the test wore on. And I was actually noticing that the outsoles were wearing quite quickly for me. I was seeing some significant wear around the 10-hour mark, more than I would normally see. However, these shoes do come with a durability guarantee if you do wear them out before 6 months is up. Overall, I found these to be a very comfortable and light feeling shoe, however not the most durable.
First things first, I love the styling of these shoes. They take color really well and they look great on and off the court. Unfortunately for my feet, I have had some issues with the toe box in the last couple iterations of the Rush Pro. I remember it happening with the previous one, and it definitely happened with this update. For me, my big toe really slides forward and back, especially when I'm on the move, and that toe guard is very painful and sharp on my big toe, to the point where when I'm moving super aggressively in these, I have to take about 2 days off from wearing these shoes to resolve the pain. So for that reason, this play test was a bit of an up and down test for me. I started wearing them pretty casually and then moved into some more aggressive hitting. But after that was happening, I relegated these shoes to coaching only. So they are very comfortable around my heels and underfoot, and this is a great shoe that I can casually hit in or coach in. However, for more aggressive movement, I really struggled with that support. I did find though, after a bit of a break-in and when I really cinched up the laces, it did stop that problem a little bit, but was tough to handle. As far as durability, similar to Tiffany, I did see some wear pretty quickly in these shoes. Thankfully, they do have that 6-month outsole durability guarantee, but I did enjoy the traction. We've been testing some shoes that have some really sticky traction, and these ones are nice. They allowed me to feel comfortable moving. However, again, with that big toe issue, it was a little tough to realize if it was a support issue or more of a traction issue. All in all, I think these are gonna be great, comfortable shoes for me to wear while coaching on the court, and I'm definitely gonna hang on to them because I love the styling. That's all we've got for you in California, but our play testers over in Atlanta also tested this shoe. Ladies, what did you think of the Wilson Rush Pro 4.5?
Thanks, Michelle. I never actually tested a Wilson Rush Pro, but I heard so many amazing things about these shoes, so I was super excited to see how they perform on court. When I first put them on, I right away noticed just how nicely cushioned they were, especially under my heels and in the midfoot area. Throughout the play test, honestly, one of my highlights were just how comfortable and nicely cushioned these shoes were. The new Rush Pro 4.5 was actually super light on my feet. I barely felt anything when I was moving around the court. So the weight was very optimal, I would say. When it comes to break-in time, I didn't need any. I put them on and I was good to go, and I felt comfortable moving around. As far as support, I did have a bit of an issue with heel slippage. I actually felt my heels slipping quite a bit. So to counteract this, I was tightening up my shoelaces pretty tight around my ankle and also utilizing that last eyelet. But even this didn't really provide a long-term solution, unfortunately. So this, in combination with just how sticky the outsole actually felt, made me feel a bit hesitant to really move around on court. So support was not really there for me, unfortunately. One more thing I would need to mention is that I did see quite a lot of wear under my big toe area. Quite fast into the playtest, actually, just after a couple hours, I did notice that wear on the outsole, which kind of was surprising to me, because generally speaking, I don't wear down my shoes that fast. Now I will say that the outsole still remains quite sticky even after I noticed the smoothing on the actual surface of the outsole. And also Wilson does offer a 6 months durability guarantee, which is a nice bonus. All in all, if you're looking for a really comfortable high performance shoe option, definitely check this one out.
I was very excited to try out this new Wilson Rush Pro 4.5, and I gotta say a couple of things stood out for me. The first one was the switch on the eyelet system. The older version, the Rush Pro 4.0, used to have kind of like a lace system going on the eyelets, which make them easier to break after a couple of use or even just sliding around the court too much, which I'm actually glad that Wilson did the switch. And with this new Rush Pro 4.5, they implemented the eyelet on the shoe, which makes them more supportive and a little harder to break. Moving on onto how the shoe felt on the court and the fit of the shoe, I felt like the shoe was comfortable right from the start. I didn't need any break-in time, and I felt like I had enough support, good cushioning, and good space on the toe book so my toes were not cramped up at all. The only issue I ran into with the fit of the shoe is that it kept slipping out of my heel. I wish they would have had a little extra eyelet at the end so I could get that extra ankle support, but after just tied them up a little more, I guess I got used to it and it was fine. Besides that, I felt like the shoe was comfortable and supportive and enough ankle support for me to move around without being afraid. In terms of traction and durability, I thought the shoe was very sticky. I had a good grip on the court. I was not sliding around in them. The only thing was that after just a couple of few hours, I saw some wear on the sole, specifically under my toe, under my big toe, which is just in case they do offer the 6-month sole warranty, so that's a great deal on them. The other thing is that the sole kept warming up or overheating. I feel like the bottom of my feet were getting too warm too quickly, which I never had that issue before with any shoes. But besides the heat and the wear, I thought the traction and the sole hold up underside. Overall, I thought the shoe was great and it fit all the specs that I look for in a shoe, which is support, comfort, and lightness. If you're looking to try out any Wilson shoes, I feel like this would be a great one to start with. Thanks for watching, guys. For more information on this shoe or any others, please go to our website, Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.